Welcome, welcome to the One TV show, Liberia. I want to say a good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. Depends where you are watching from. So I'm Ambassador Karishma Pelham Raad, your host for the One TV reality show. The One TV show is a non-political show. We don't discuss politics, and we're gonna be bringing you the one every Saturday from 4 to 5 p.m. on KMTV Live. So I want to say welcome. This is actually our first edition of the One TV reality show. So the One happens to be a diverse TV show where we feature leaders, CEOs, entrepreneurs, students, broadcasters. We also feature entertainers, international, national artists, and we also feature bloggers, event planners, motivational speakers, business men and women, market women and men, child broadcasters, and you can name it. And we also talk to humanitarians and advocates as well. So the One TV show is an exclusive show that brings you about the progress, success of how people got there. So we talk to you, you talk to us, you tell us how your road has been, what your journey is like, what are some of the things you went through, whether it was rocky, whether it was smooth. You also talk to us about your progress, how you became successful, or why you are still struggling with your business or your market, or who you are as a person, and also how you can impact other lives, also how you can also be a motivation to somebody or inspire them. So today we're going to be talking to one of the CEOs of Liberia. He owns one of the best, best designs company in Liberia, which is called Champion Designs. So I'll take a break and I'll be right back, and then we talk about our guest. We're going to be interviewing him online. He's not in studio with us today, but I'm going to be right back.
Hi, I'm Shalom Jawari. For the best in entertainment, I want you to lock down to KMTV. Yes, lock down to KMTV. Hi, I'm Shalom Jawari. For the best in entertainment, I want you to lock down to KMTV. Yes, lock down to KMTV.
Welcome back. So, we're going to be talking a little bit about our studio, and we also going to be talking about guests today. So, I'm going to be interviewing the CEO of Champion Designs, Mr. Edwin Tisdel. He's going to be joining us through an online platform. He's not in studio with us. So, so Edwin happens to be one of the successful CEOs of Liberia. But I'm sure he has a story that got him to where he is today. So he's going to be talking to us and telling us how he started and how he got to where he is today and how he sees himself in the next 2 to 3 years as a CEO, or if he has another plan, or what his ambition is like for the next 2 to 3 years from now. So Edwin happens to be in the business for over 8 to 9 years, and he's been doing amazingly well. He has also impacted a lot of young people, and he manages artists in Liberia as well. So talking to Edwin today is going to be an interesting one because he has a broad knowledge when it comes to entertainment as well, apart from being a CEO. And also, he runs and manages people. So he's going to be talking to us on different topics as well. So I'm going to take a break now. And when we come back, we're going to be bringing our guests on. And we're going to be having an interesting conversation. You don't want to miss that.
Hi, I'm Shalom Jawari. For the best in entertainment, I want you to lock down to KMTV. Yes, lock down to KMTV. Hi, I'm Shalom Jawari. For the best in entertainment, I want you to lock down to KMTV. Yes, lock down to KMTV.
Okay, so we are back, and we're going to welcome our guest, Mr. Edwin Tisdel, to the One platform now. Welcome, Mr. Tisdel, to the One show. You are live on KMTV on the One. Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me? Okay. I think we have
Are you
Mr.
hearing me?
Tisdel. Yes, I can hear you. We have Mr. Tisdel with us. I want to say welcome to the One TV show on KMTV. You are live.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Will you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Well, P. Edwin Tisdel. The P is Fono, my native name. I'm P. Edwin Tisdel, the owner of Champion Design and Putin Champion Group of Company. Champion Group of Company has a subsidiary of other brands like Champion Minimike, Champion Fine, Champion Petroleum, and also on the artist line or Champion Sign. So parents there is a Liberian, a married, and a family man.
Okay. All right. I want to say welcome again. So, to the audience, we are speaking to Mr. Edwin Tisdel, CEO of Champion Designs. So, Mr. Tisdel is going to be talking to us today about his company, about the success of his company, and how he got there. So, Mr. Tisdale, are you there, sir?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm listening to you.
I would like to know what has been your greatest disappointment being a CEO since the start of your journey.
Well, my this
Your greatest
my
disappointment.
greatest sorry my greatest disappointment is something
I think we're having some issues with the internet. So, can you hear me? Hello? Okay, let's take a short break and be right back. All right? So, while Mr. Tisdale fixes his internet.
Hi, I'm Shalom Jawari. For the best in entertainment, I want you to lock down to KMTV. Yes, lock down to KMTV. Hi, I'm Shalom Jawari. For the best in entertainment, I want you to lock down to KMTV. Yes, lock down to KMTV.
Hello, okay, we are back. And we have Mr. Tisdale with us. So, as we were saying, what has been your greatest disappointment as a CEO since you started your journey?
so my disappointment has to do with training. You know that I am a person who center around training people and making them to develop them and pushing them to meet the goals of life. So, I came up from a breed of going through the tough training of Nigerians or Indians and other people. So, incapacitating people, you try to build that capacity to make sure they reach a certain level, and through that you can be able to benefit from them. So, after I have trained few staff, making them to reach a certain level. So then we now want to go through that breed of leave or staying with me for 1 or 2 3 years that I have breeded them to be trained and able to meet with the outside world. With such exposure, some of them will say, "Oh, you know what? I think I have reached to the place that I have to leave now." You train people to see how best you can be able to get the best out of them. You teach them all of the pattern of life, and some of them not being able to stay with you for the time that you wanted to stay for, to give them a blessing to leave. So through that have been one of my greatest disappointment ever.
Okay, so training people and they leaving you after you have trained them, you are exhausted, knowledge into them. So that's been your greatest disappointment so far, if I understand.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I'd like you to tell us what are some of your company values that you live by on a day-to-day management level.
Uh, the word value comes with a whole lot. For my company, the value is impartation. The way we impact our our so from the way that I've impacted people have made my company to be so valuable. My company is built upon achieving through the means of how do I term it, through the means of honesty. Yeah, through the means of honesty. We build our brand through honesty, and we serve other businesses. We try to make sure we meet the needs of them and meet the needs on time. So through that, we have gone. We have top rank. Though in Liberia you don't see these things happening, but we have top rank to the high profile company that even, I mean, we don't have to even do things or to even go out there to look for client right now. We have people just on our website putting in, the calling us that we have ranked ourselves to at least, if we're looking at first among equal, we use champion. So we have our value being breeded on honesty.
Okay, so
I hope.
you live by honesty when it comes to your company's
Yeah,
values.
sure, sure.
So would you like to share with us some of your strategies implemented in making you a successful CEO today?
Um, that question we're carrying back to maybe 2009, 2010. Um, when you as a person fully want to reach to that particular position. I don't like to count myself as somebody who is being successful now, because people always say, "Oh man, you're a successful businessman." But so we all just go that route. But though I have other tagline that I'm trying to mitigate to curtail the other eye to see how better I can reach there. So right now I'm saying that I'm not fully successful yet because I've not gone to where I should be. But looking at the trends of people who know that you getting $1,000 and you want to get into $2,000 trouble, because that's the normal mentality of our brother and sister around here. They are into a span where they have 1,000 and they're trying to get into $10,000 trouble. So with me, even though I was here during 2000, 2009, 2008, I was working for other people. I knew that we had done a restaurant, but was not. So we have our friends who we need to educate that sometimes you work with bank, working with something, you work with, you're trying to make yourself to stand up. You cannot compete with somebody who you know that they are already there. Like an Edwin, let's say an Edwin now trying to compete with maybe a Musa ability, or trying to compete with somebody you know that they are higher up. So it means that you are just like you shooting yourself in the legs. So looking at 2000, my 2009, 2010, the early year, I did a whole lot of discipline. I disciplined myself. I came up with that discipline of saving. And through that tough discipline of saving, that was how I was able to get to where I am right now. I have a left pattern of saving 60 40. 40% of everything that I earn is for my saving, and 60% is what I use. So that's a tough discipline that I'm always into, and it's how I live my life, and it's how I base my principle. And through that principle today, I'm making
Okay, so what I understand is your number one strategic put in place is savings. You save more,
sure.
you save at least 40% of whatever that comes in, and you also use for expense 60% in paying your staff, getting other materials, paying your taxes, and all of that. So, how do you balance that in your personal life? Haven't you had a situation where you need to go to your 40% savings to get things done? Maybe you are in a stranded position or stuff like that.
Uh, that when it comes to discipline, the 40% is used for saving. Saving has two or three different ways. I can use that saving to either establish another business, or use saving. So when you invest in the asset, it's still another another form of saving. So if that money is used for the intended purpose, it means that it's still going towards saving. But the money will not be used for maybe for accident, or maybe for hospital, or maybe for family issue, or maybe for entertainment. I mean, I cannot use that particular saving for that particular purpose. I could either invest in an asset that I would know that would bring in more capital. Maybe I could see a house on Broad Street and I want to buy that house. Now look at my 40%, but 40% can be able to reach to that level to buy that house, meaning that I can invest in it. That's the thing. So I don't have to use the cash, just be in the bank, just be in the bank keeping, just be in the bank keeping. So now we use the cash to do other things to make sure we get more capital.
Okay, so the 40% is more like an investment, if I'm correct. So you use that most times to either reinvest, or perhaps when you have an emergency. So am I correct?
Yeah, sure, sure,
Okay, okay.
sure.
So how do you see, how can you describe yourself with one word as a successful CEO? Even though you say you don't want to say that you are successful, but the records are there. You are one of the most successful CEOs in Liberia. So when we are speaking about CEOs, we're gonna be successful CEO. We're gonna be counting you as one of those. So in that capacity, how can you describe yourself with just one word as a
I think
successful
when I'm looking
CEO?
at one word, I will use impartation, because that's how I myself is by impact people that I feel accomplished. Now, let's take for instance, we have other companies that are in the line. I don't like to call their names, but there are other companies that are formed. Yet maybe they are competitors now, or they are doing immensely well. I take them as mentee, and they also see me as a big brother. So I mentor them, I taught them a whole lot, and now they are making it. So I feel proud of myself by mentoring them, imparting knowledge into them. Today they can be able to use that knowledge to form their own companies, and today they also call me like the maker of the CEO. So I see myself as a successful person through impartation. So the way I impact people is how I feel accomplished. So I will use impartation.
Okay. So being successful is a special kind of feelings. So in this position, how do you how do you um how do you measure success in this position as a CEO? How do you measure to say, okay, as a CEO, I can measure success at this level. I can measure success at this level. How do you measure success as a successful CEO in this position?
Uh, if I'm measuring success, I will measure success by my kind of discipline. Like I always say to people, you should have a brand that is spilled up. You should have a brand that is well known. You should also have a saving capital to know that if today, God forbid, I'm not planning for it. If today champion design maybe will come is being gutted with fire, which of course I'm not praying for. I say God forbid. I mean, I can be able to form the same business another month or another week. That's how strong you should be as a business person. So I just want to answer that just shortly like that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your achievements a little bit. What have been your three biggest achievements so far as a CEO or as a young entrepreneur?
My achievements so far is one is about me reading things that I've saw during things that I read during my early year in school, and then I've been able to mark them down because there are things that I do in my house. I say, or I read the Bible and say, like a vision, make it plain so that they may work. So a lot of my things that I do is that I put them down, I write my goal, my vision, I put them down right beside my mirror. So every day I'm leaving from my house, I look at my vision, I look at my goal to know where I am to reach at a certain point in my life. So these things that I wrote down, to see them coming to reality, to see to see it being actualized or in my like a clear vision. Like the day I went, I did so, and then I was not able to win. And then I saw myself reading about Martin Luther King Jr., reading about Abraham Lincoln, or to go to record and go and take statues and taking pictures of Martin Luther King style. I have that video posted. All of those things I see them as like accomplishment for me. Things that I long year for. Things that I saw in myself that this is how I should be. And then I saw it coming. I saw it coming to reality. I mean that was one. Another one is about me forming a business that took me from a bare room and be able to rent a place or shop or a store and be able to buy a place. Things that to see myself to that particular level. I always tell people that people take success as maybe sometimes they say, oh, I want to stream myself and build a house. And you see house building house. I will tell people building house is is like it's cost intensive, and also it's also cash policy. Reduce
It
your
doesn't
cash
give out
because
profit. Yes, I understand that.
yeah, very good,
Yeah, you
very good. So
invest
so
into
so
it, but
so
you don't get out of it. Yes.
very good. So if you say that you build your house, if you say that you build your house, and your house will not give you back money, but you are investing cash into something that particular asset will mean that you have to pay money like a child. You still have to buy bulb, you have to get water, you have to get a whole lot of things. So these are things that happen. I come in 1 minute. Come
Okay.
in. Let me just take a drink, please.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so we are talking to CEO of Champion Designs, Mr. Edwin Tisdel. So he's trying to tell us how his struggle has been, what are some of his disappointments, what are some of the strategy used in being successful today, and from what he has mentioned to us, tells you that one of his major strategy is savings. He saved at least 50% of what he gets as an income, and also he uses 60% as expenditure. So expenditure means what he spent and what he gave out there, meaning what he used for his staff payment, what he used for materials, what he uses for taxes payment, and emergency stuff when it comes to company running of company. So let's put it in that direction. So when you talk about management, when you are a CEO or you are managing a company, it takes a lot. You have to deal with people. You have to do a lot of people. You have to deal with your employees. You have to deal with your customers. You also have to deal with people who comes around and all of that. So it involves a lot of human relations, because most of the time being a CEO, you don't just sit down, you create relationships. So most of the people you work with, your clients, they become family. So in that direction, it involves a lot of work, a lot of customer service, and um, in making you a successful CEO, you have to have a very good customer relationship. So we'll go back to the line and we'll continue the conversation with Mr. Tisdale. So,
Okay, so I'm back. I was already in back, and then I had to drink water. So looking from the fact that you have to establish business from one end to another end, from a living room to a store, from a store to a place that you can be able to maybe buy and build your own office. I see that as an accomplishment. Another one is about you be being able to have to have a form of good discipline, on how to train your staff. Because you see, when you're doing business as a company, it's not just you alone. The way we session they talk to the clients. You have the training, then you have to go through with them. You got everything that happened at the company. Maybe the printer did something that's inappropriate
right?
to the client. Yeah, they will not say it's the
It's
printer.
the
They'll say it's
printer. It
champion
says
design.
champion designs. Yes, it's customer
Very good.
service. Yes, it's customer
So
service.
so so through that, you have to have the workshop with your staff almost every month or two to make sure that they meet the needs of the client.
Okay, so that's one of your strategy put in place. Trainings.
Show,
Okay.
show training.
So have you had any major threats or opportunity that let me go back there. Mr. Tisdel. Mr. Tisdel, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Have you had any major threats or opportunity, which of course you foresee as a CEO in this company?
Can you come again?
Have you had any major threats, or do you see any major threats or opportunity in this company that you run as a CEO?
Uh, the first thing let's look at let's threat first. The whole world has threat, but innovation comes a whole lot. With the mind of a CEO, I mean, you firstly being taught that you should be innovative. If you are
Okay.
not innovative, meaning that you cannot meet the outside world, so you
Okay.
have to think above the average being. You cannot be at certain level and you still be thinking that you are in or K2 or maybe ABC. The world is running 5G and we all have to run the same 5G. For me, I run with corporate clients. I run with corporate clients that not that I don't pay attention to maybe working client or other parts about other things like that. But I run with corporate clients making me to be among the top flight.
Okay.
I watched
Okay.
a movie. I watched a movie years back about there's a movie called how do we call it? The Gladiator. The Gladiator. It's a familiar movie. The Gladiator. I
Yes,
don't know
I
if you
watched
watched
that
The
too.
Gladiator.
It's an old movie though, but it's one of my favorites too.
Okay. So I'm not really talking about the Gladiator, but the Gladiator have a series of actors and actresses. The major actor in the Gladiator, they call him the Gladiator, right? Or he was named as the Gladiator, but he's he saw Oliver Robert Reed. There's an old English actor who acted in that movie to call Oliver Robert Reed. His name is Russell Crowe. The main actor is Russell Crowe. He was being called the Gladiator in that particular movie. So Russell Crowe saw Oliver Robert Reed as his mentor, and Oliver Robert Reed was like Oliver Robert Reed was an old English actor who acted in the Devil or Lady in Love. He acted in a lot of old movies. He even died before the movie came out. The movie came
Okay.
out 2000 and he died 1999. Yeah, yes. So
So
the
he worked with
Gladiator.
the production of the movie before the movie came out.
Very good, very good. He acted in the movie, but he died before the production. Very good. I think you know about movie, right? He
Yes.
died before the movie was launched.
Okay.
Okay, sure. But his picture, everything of him is still in the movie.
Okay.
You see him acting in the movie, but before the movie was launched, he died. But I follow Oliver Robert Reed. He's an old English actor, a middle class actor, a very good guy. So in that movie, The Gladiator, Russell Crowe asked him, say, why are you so loved by your people? Why is it that you are so respectful? I mean, people still respect you, even though you are not really acting again, but people still respect you. And that was the answer from Oliver Robert Reed to Russell Crowe. He said, now you are being called a gladiator. You fight, you win battles. But one thing I've noticed that you have not won the crowd. So he made it clear. He said, when you win the
The
crowd,
crowd.
it's like everything you do is like a star to them. It's like when you play home and you play away. When you put playing home, you have all your people around you, thousands of people cheering for you. So you become more motivated to play. That's the reason why they say other advantage. They say it's an other advantage when a team is playing home. Team
Okay.
is playing home doesn't mean that the skill they have will change. The same
No.
skill they use even to play away. But because they will be more motivated when you have 10,000 persons cheering and yelling for you. You feel spirited. So All right, we told him, he said, you have to always win the crowd. He said, during my time of fighting, I never just went and just maybe fight with the arrow and just kill somebody. But at first, I go there. Maybe if I'm going to win that particular person, I will go over, start with my horse, like jump, turn around, do a whole lot of things, and all of the crowd will be like yelling for me before even my opponent will be afraid, and my opponent will even think that I've already won it. Even if I take sin and throw it in the eye of my opponent, everybody think that I'm playing star. So when you win the crowd, you notice that you are already there. So through that, all right, we
Hello, can you hear me, Mr. Tisdale? All right, so we were talking to the CEO of Champions Design, Mr. Edwin Tisdel. So he have shared his knowledge with us, and we are back. So I'm just going to ask
so so
Mr. Tisdel. Um, so far, you have been an amazing CEO. You are successful. You have a lot of young people seeing you as an inspiration. You have a
can I
lot of
can I
young people seeing you as an inspiration. You also have people want to walk in your footsteps. You motivate a lot of people, artists, entertainers, even radio personalities, TV personalities. So I just want to know, in the next 2 to 3 years, do you have another plan apart from being a CEO? Do you have another plan? Maybe something new you want to venture into, or something we should expect from you?
so it's obvious that business is all about expansion.
All
Right
right.
now, I'm only being named the CEO because people know me as the CEO. But right now, I'm not actually the CEO of Champion Design. I'm the executive director of Champion Design because
Okay.
we have a CEO here who is Wickham Duncan, who is running who is steering the fair of this particular business. And right now, I'm on other businesses that I'm looking after. There are all of the various CEOs that I'm making, that they run. The other one run the gas station. Somebody will run the mini mart. Somebody will be running the farm. And I'm the executive director of those businesses. So
I also
I
saw
the expansion.
something. You run a charity foundation, right? If I'm right.
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
sure. The charity foundation. I don't like to say it now because it's like it's like it's not just coming out. It's something that I've always been there.
Okay.
Whenever we get as business people, we give back to society.
Okay.
So we have been giving back all through with a lot of things like through our corporate social responsibility. We have been giving back through a lot of means. So my name, Edwin Tisdel, is a brand that I've already been giving back. You cannot allow society to bless you with things, give you to get employees, help other people. Then you still not just pay employees, but you still have to go back to society to give back to them. So I'm always giving back. So the foundation was launched because we wanted to see reason to not just do it just from our hand or from our pocket. We want to do it on a bigger scale.
Okay.
So we want to do it on the yeah, we want to do it on a bigger scale, and now we are doing it on a bigger scale. So that's the reason why we have the foundation, and the foundation is being placed within my community where I hail from, Jacobstown, where I live, and I'm doing a whole lot there. We are helping our people, branding our community, opening road, giving school books to people, giving a whole lot back, giving food items to disabled, giving food items to orphanage, and a whole lot. And
So,
I feel proud.
as a
I feel being.
humanitarian now, apart from being
Yeah.
a CEO, is there something new we should expect from you in the next 2 to 3 years? Or it's just what you are doing, you're just going to be expanding them, like the way you have the farm, maybe you're going to expand it, you're going to expand the gas station, maybe you're going to open another branch of Champion Designs out of town? Or is there something new that is coming up? Maybe you want to let us know?
Uh, 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 if we talk about something new about expansion, champion design, we already have a mini office on Shaka Stevens Street in Sierra Leone, and
Okay.
we're trying to see how best we can open up there in another country. We're not just thinking Liberia, we're thinking Africa.
Okay.
So based on the fact we're thinking Africa, in my personal life, in my personal life structure. There are a lot more that I have on my plate. Like I said, I write these things down, and they are there on my dresser, like a vision, make it plain so that they may work. And through that, I have those
Yeah.
things. I have those things down, and I have to make sure I find all means to accomplish them.
Okay.
And as I walk through, I accomplish each one. I have a check mark that I check like no, I have accomplished this. I have another check mark that I have accomplished. I have another check mark I have accomplished this. So right now I'm going to a whole lot. Maybe no couple of years from now, we're going to change the tune. Since we are good people, we can't allow bad people being no like being the people to look after us. So since I'm a good man, people always see me like I'm a person who I'm a role model, I'm a mentor. I'm trying to carry on my mentorship in a in a different dynamic. And with
Okay.
that, God being the helper of all of us, we're gonna change the narrative of our society.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Tisdel. For those listening to you, people that believe in you, that you inspire, do you have anything you would like to say to those who are just starting as an entrepreneur or mini CEO? Let me say it that way. Who sees is like in the next 3, 4, 5 years, my dream is to be like Edwin Tisdel. Is there any motivational words or inspiration you'd like to share with them before departing?
Yeah, one motivational word would be the whatever your hand sees or whatever your mind thinks, whatever you believe can be achieved. Whatever you think of, you can achieve it. But you have to go through a tough discipline. And the only discipline I can teach a lot of people is saving. If you cannot save, you aren't powerful. The powerful people in the world are people who you see with a huge saving. And I told you, saving is not just in cash, but in asset, in a whole lot. If you want your name to be listed on the Forbes website, like I said to people, the Forbes website still has spaces for new names. It's not being static, like oh, only Bill Gates name should be here, or only Dangote name should be here. There are spaces of upcoming billionaires. So if you want your name to be listed on the Forbes website, which of course is my dream that I see my name heritage is will be placed on the Forbes website in years to come. I have to save immensely. I have to invest immensely. I have to do a whole lot. So if you know that you want to be that person, you have to go through that tough discipline of saving. You have to impact society. You have to do a whole lot. You have to know that if you are getting $1,000, do not get into $2,000 trouble. Do not compete with people that you know that you people are not on the same line.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
Mr. Tisdel, it was nice having you on the one. And I want to say thank you. Thank you. And we
Thank you,
hope to
Karishma.
host you another time whenever there's a need. And please let us know whenever you are doing your humanitarian work. We also love to probably talk to the people or take the program live as well. I want to say thank you. And the one platform appreciate your presence today.
Thank you. You see, right now, as I'm speaking, I'm going now to my community right now. We're going to open a row. I have the yellow machine there waiting for me right now. I'm just on the one. I told you I want to do it in my car. You said you do it in the office, so I can drive. So I'm just stuck there. So thank you. At least I'm leaving the show now. Thank you for having me here, and goodbye. Can I say goodbye?
Yes, you can say goodbye. Okay,
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
that was Mr. Tisdel, CEO of Champions Design, and we're gonna be reading few comments from the page. Let's see what are some of the comments we have for today before departing. So, and this is our first edition of the one. And don't forget, the One Show is a non-political platform. We don't do politics here. We don't speak politics. We don't talk politics. We don't hear politics here. So it's an exclusive program. We talk to entrepreneurs. We talk to leaders. We talk to business women, businessmen, market men and women. We talk to advocates. We talk to students, we talk to child broadcasters, we talk to bloggers, we talk to motivational speakers, we talk to event planners, and you can name it. And so I will do this right now. Read some of the comments. So let me see this. Let me see this. Let me see this. Let me see this. All right. Okay. Wow. I'm gonna start. Someone say the comments here. I'm watching you live from Soul Clinic Community, McCoy. All right. Thank you. That's spicy. Someone say I'm watching you guys from home. That's Mike. Someone said welcome to KMTV Queen. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the program today. And it's going to be every Saturday from 4 to 5 o'clock. So make sure you join the program. And don't forget, you can catch me on Facebook right there, Honorable Karishma Pelham Raad. And you can also follow the show pages both on Instagram and Facebook. The One TV Show LIB. All right, don't forget that. So it's the One TV Show LIB. Curtis Zeze say, I love you, Honorable Karishma. I love you too. And someone say, I'm watching from Mine Gibi. Okay. Someone say, hi, family. I'm watching from Turkey. Hi to you. And thank you for joining the show. Someone say, don't tune. Someone said, that's lovely. I'm watching from UK. All right. So it has been an amazing evening. I would say good morning, good evening, good afternoon from whatever you are watching. This is the One Show with Her Royal Highness Ambassador Karishma. And don't forget to join us next Saturday at 4 p.m. Liberia time. All right? As we depart, I'd like to say thank you for joining and about to take my leave. And want to say the one is the one on the one, always the one who bring you exclusive interviews. I'll see you next Saturday.